and she said that they said to her that they'd fixed his loading issues, so I think she did know that.
Okay. Now, depending on what we get when we're in there, that's when we have to discuss everything, okay? That's not going to do it for you. Not. Right then. Right, the boys are all okay. That's fine. So I'm going to make this little video now. I've just got back from Charlotte's yard because Charlotte is now officially Charlotte James, not Charlotte Young. And there you go. It was a real quiet registry office affair. It all went really nice and personal. We had a few people have a drink after. Charlotte James, and I've got to do, it's my turn to do yard duties for her. Usually Charlotte takes care of things when I go away all the time, and now, oh, that's good, isn't it, guys? Look at that. That's our bar, look. That's our bar that Del, our really good friend, made for us. Just look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? It took so long to do. And there's the real bar. There you go. I find it amazing. So I've just got back and all the horses are all right. Nita's fine. Haven't seen Nita for a little while. She's doing absolutely great. So yeah, I'll crack on with this now. And hello, Nita. Hello, Nita. Hello, Nita. Hello, girl. Hello, Nita. Hello, Nita. Right there. It's quite nice seeing Nita earlier. I've got to go 2 or 3 times a day now. It's only about 5 miles from here. So I'll be going daily now, checking on the horses for Charlotte. There's the 4 there, and I've not long got back. That was quite nice seeing Nita. I gave a bit of a lick as well. So yeah, today's video, guys, it's quite something. Yeah, quite something, guys, when a horse panics in a trailer. Panics and kind of blasts out of a trailer. And once a horse gets used to actually escaping, when they're claustrophobic and worried, they actually manage to get out, then they usually will go there again and explore you know, a way of getting out because it worked for them the last time. In their minds, they survive. It can be terrifying, guys, especially with a big horse or even a small horse. I've seen horses kick their way out of trailers. I've seen trailers demolished. Over the years, it's not a good thing. And I know a lot of people watching this video will know what I'm talking about, how it can be scary. Now, I've worked over the years with quite a few claustrophobic horses. It doesn't all work out. Everyone doesn't work out for the best, guys. And you have to be careful. You have to balance the act of getting someone potentially hurt. You know, some horses are just so dangerous that they don't get over it, and it can appear at any time, and they would literally, you know, they could wipe one of us people out without even them knowing it, because when they're in a panic, they can't help it. It's an innate response of escape. So I've got lots and lots and lots of clips of me with horses that panic, the claustrophobic horses that have to get out of trailer. And obviously then they start getting really bad to load and they become non-loaders as well. I'm going to show you one that comes to mind now. It's a terrifying clip, really. And I put myself in these positions because I have to try and help and get my job done. I wouldn't suggest to anyone put yourself in a compromising position like I have to a lot of the time. So this little clip now will show you how terrifying it can be. And I was stuck inside a trailer with a horse that I knew panicked, but I thought things were better than they were, and then it had a full panic attack. So I'll play that now, give you an idea of what a panicaholic horse can be like in a trailer. Quite something, wasn't it, guys? Quite something that. Well, I did survive it, Yeah, don't get doing things like that because, like I say, it is really dangerous. So, God, the sun's suddenly appeared, guys. Blimey, how nice that is for the UK at the moment. So I'll start the video now. It wasn't that far to go for us. I think it was about 50 miles, something like that. So for us, that's just around the corner. And I won't have to interrupt too much. I think the video kind of speaks for itself, speaking to the owners and that. And we'll start the video now. It's not like the usual ones, Dan.
No staying over, back in our own bed tonight.
I had a stiff net last night.
Oh, you're riding.
Well, I was 3 horses yesterday, and that one big ride was Chevy. I'm so pleased. If there's ever a defining ride where you start realising that they're getting kind of broke now, it was yesterday. Feeling like we're in the depths of Wales again, Tanya.
In back and beyond.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
Sun is shining.
Yeah.
The weather is good. People are dying to get in there, you know.
Yeah. It's the dead centre of this little village, Tanya.
Yeah.
That's a bit close to these houses, isn't it?
Oh, look, the cherry tree's out.
Eh?
Cherry blossom, look at that. I love that.
First one.
Okay.
So
Well,
what are
it's
we
still
for
saying
now?
to carry on.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And inviting, they weren't wrong about that, were
There might
they?
be a four-wheel drive deal up here. Oh, you put a truck around it.
I feel like Ace Ventura.
Yeah. My life.
I've got to turn this
Well, I'll
off.
tell you what, don't turn it off because I'm going to say something. If a horse got in a trailer
Oh, yes.
or a lorry and was brought on this road,
Oh,
it would make them not want to come in, wouldn't it? 'Cause
absolutely.
The noise would be horrendous.
Jeez, make me
Can
not
you
want
make
to
sure you
come
put
in.
that on that list of questions?
Oh,
Because I would rather lead a horse.
no,
Out
I
of
think
here.
that's it there.
What?
Bobbin.
Oh,
Oh, you.
nice.
What? How could you bring a trailer down
You
here?
couldn't do it.
That's
Horse
just. No
would
wonder
be
the bloody horse
solid.
don't want to go in the trailer.
Yeah.
Right, I'll turn this off a second.
Yeah, it's an old place, isn't it? Yeah.
Brennan and Arthur.
We got this one here, and I was hoping it was this one. Was it Brennan? Brennan. And Robin. Robin here. Are you Robin?
And Mum.
Said no, it's the giant next door. So
Oh dear.
here we've got the Paniker. The Paniker. How big is he?
17
He's 17.2. How'd you get on?
We've got a nice big mountain block.
Oh,
there.
look at
Mother,
that.
built me, yeah.
Oh wow! I was gonna say you need a four-stepper, and it is. It's a four-stepper.
Right, you got your list?
Okay, yes. Now, right. We've got a volatile mix here now. Okay. Of keeping you safe, me safe. You've got quite a nice trailer there. Equitrek. Equitrek.
Yeah, he's mouthy. Yeah.
It is.
Equitrek trailer. I've seen them obliterated, and I've Williams. I've seen it. Okay. So what I'm talking about is this. You know, we're all joking about this, you know, and having a bit of a laugh already. It's really this is a situation we've really got to be careful with a horse this size. No joke, right? So it's this mix of when I've gone, you know, you still being safe. So I've got to watch I don't do something that makes him confident with me around, and then I wear off, and then you get really badly hurt. Okay, so we've got that mix. We've got his size. We've got your trailer, which you use to take Brennan out.
Yeah.
So that's important to you. His safety. So I have learned now how far to go, and a lot of horses I have to have. The problem is getting them there.
Yeah.
This is the problem, okay? So I've had several close calls in the last few years. I've even been in trailers with them, and they've panicked. And how we were saying on the way up, how I've managed to kind of stay in one piece, I don't know. So you see what I'm getting at here. I'm going to be very, very mindful of where this could head and try and keep a balance where we're all safe, because that's why we're into this. Now you do ride him, I would say, because he's clipped. So what do you do then? Do you
Just hacking.
you hack him out?
On the roads at the moment because there's not really any good trails, so we just. But luckily, because we
Yeah,
have that huge
yeah.
hill,
Right.
it does work.
Do you give him lots of tidbits?
Not loads. Only really when I ride him. Or
Okay.
If he's just
What,
been a
once
really
he's
good boy.
ridden,
Yeah, once
when
he's
he's
ridden,
been
then
good,
it's
you'll
cooled
give him a
down.
little.
And
Yeah, won't
you do give by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would stop that.
Okay.
And he's mouthing like hell, and you know, he's not quiet-minded around you because he's thinking treats. Would you agree? Can you see that? Okay.
He's always
Now I've got that off my chest. Yeah. Okay. So we've got that mix. Can we go and have a quick look at the trailer? Now we've history. What history is there between you? How old is he? What?
He's 13.
He's 13.
Yeah. He was with his previous owner 2 years. He was bred by Scott Brash up in Scotland or something like that.
Yeah.
On in October, was it?
You've.
Yeah, we. In November.
How did he get here?
He came in a trailer, but it took four people to get him in.
Oh, it took four people.
To load him into a reloader. There
A
was-
rear loader.
Yeah.
That's a trailer, not a lorry.
Yeah.
Lorry's a rear loader.
Yeah.
It was a trailer.
Yeah,
It was Nigel Williams.
Yeah.
5'10", was it the big one?
It was
Yeah,
a
it was
big
a big
one.
one. Yeah.
So he had the height.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Gets quite picky.
yeah. Well, I'd suggest when he does that, you're only riding what you lead. You're only loading what you lead. So if he's impatient there, I mean, that's just, I would definitely, you know, make that a consequence, okay? So maybe, have you used a flag? Did you get a flag? Well, I would maybe just ask him to back off when he does that. Yeah. What kind of riding do you do? You
Well, with him, I'd like to event him. That's why I
Yeah.
bought him. And she said that they said to her that they'd fixed his loading issues. So I think she did know that.
Okay, so there is a history of this.
Yeah.
You've
So
inherited this, haven't you, girls?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to rush this job, okay? We're going to take our time. If you've got time, I don't want to rush. I want to try and slowly work all this out the best I can. So, okay. I noticed he was cribbing a little bit. Then he wouldn't suck or anything, does he?
No.
But he doesn't bear down on anything and grunt, because that can be a sign of you know, a mental issue. Now, can I ask you, if you can get him loaded and you can maybe start thinking about taking him out, I would suggest, if we do get that far, to probably he needs to be hours and hours in a situation where he's on the road. Okay, short trips, don't do it. And I'm really pleased sometimes when I purchase a horse that's worried about things and we're 300 miles from home. Because believe it or not, that's the kind of journey where they become desensitized to it, all the noise, and they start to realise. But a short journey when they're still worried and you take them out. So your first journey.
But can I say as well, when we pick a horse up and it's a long way and it's a new horse or whatever, Steve drives like I shouldn't say like an old man, but you drive so carefully. We've got people behind us and he said, I don't care, this is the first ride I'm taking this horse.
Yeah, what do you remember?
Couple
the
of times.
couple of times I've been, and the horses have gone through the ramps. So that's why I'm doing this. But it's a good ramp. You happy with the ramp?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just saying, the big horse I was doing, fortunately, it went through here and not there. Yeah, and that's to have it redone the ramp. But this one seems solid to me. Yeah, happy with that. Size-wise, you know, it's quite small.
Is it? It's supposed to fit in 18 hands.
18 hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He freaked out, so we tried to open it and he ran out. So.
He was pouring the ground.
He was trying to bite the.
When we opened the ramp, he was trying to push out, you know, the two flat, I don't know what these are called, these two retainers, and trying to push those out. And it was quite hairy actually trying to unlock it so that he could get out. So it was just bashing them.
Yeah.
That's like, that shows up in the stable just now when he was impatient and he
Not
wanted
as
to come
bad.
out.
No,
Not
this
as
is
bad, yeah.
this is. You don't know if he's got any history of being able to get out of a trailer.
No,
He's
I
never
don't know.
broke out of one.
No, I did ask her, but she never got back to me.
She never got back to you.
No.
No, well, there
See,
you
you
go.
don't know, dear. Right. You haven't actually travelled him with this. You haven't travelled because that's quite noisy. That's what he's going to hear down your house. Okay, so I've got kind of a picture of what's going on now, guys. The trailer was far too noisy, so we're going to be quietening that down now. A lot of it would be cutted out, so it would be hours long, this video. And also I moved all the partitions across because it was there wasn't enough room for him to spread his legs. Being worried, they tend to spread the legs more. So I moved that partition so there was a lot more room for him to actually set his feet. So a couple of little things I wanted to sort out with the trailer, just to make it a little bit more easier on him. And he never actually loaded. These trailers, they travel backwards. Once they get used to it, they're great. We've got one that does, our lorry, but he hasn't done that. So he doesn't load, doesn't have an idea about moving his hindquarters across properly yet. It's one of the reasons I find it difficult to put him in now. So I'm happier with that now because his legs he would have been like that, and now he can, all right? Because I think what might help him is that when he loads, he goes. When he loads, he goes. That can change, when they just stood there, being able to panic. A lot of time when you go, it makes them have to set themselves and they're going.
What my friend's horse was like.
Yeah, but eventually, obviously, they've got to be able to stand because you can get stuck in a traffic jam or whatever. But with him being so frighteningly panicky by the sounds of it, sometimes you're in and gone. So what might be worth doing is loading him up, getting him out 5 or 6 times, right? In, out, in, out.
Yeah.
Then, depending on how it all looks, is getting this down the bottom of the drive and getting in and going.
Yeah.
It's going to be off, which is better.
A bit more.
Alright, that's it.
Back in so we
Okay,
don't lose it.
and then we can put a bit more on. We start at that.
It rips easy.
Okay,
Where's your tie? Where are you going to tie?
we're going to get the tie in a sec. Right, so we're happy with that. That's there. We're going to just wet a little tiny bit of chaff up there, and we've got the lick there, so I'm happy with that. We've widened this.
Yeah.
We've made it a lot quieter. Quite happy with
Door.
everything. Door has got, I can't get out of there at the moment,
That's
so that's
not
going to
good.
be unlocked in case one of us needs
Yeah.
to get out in a
Yeah.
rush. I really like the door because there is a little bit of a catch to it.
Yeah.
So I haven't got to, if there was ever a panic on, it's what you've got to think about is getting out. You just push it and it's holding because there's a little lip there. Right, okay, so I'm going to go in with him now for the first time,
Is that going to fit him?
introducing myself to him and just move him around in there. There's a bit of poo in there which we might want to get off. Oh, you've got a double one here. Double for him.
It was originally we just had this one was broken and we needed to fix it. So we
Let's put this on. Mate, you're a big one, aren't you?
Yeah, is that going to fit?
Oh, I'll let you know.
I do actually have one.
Look at his withers, Stephen.
I know.
It's really high on there.
Mate, I should have bought
I did think about
my
bigger ones.
my bigger one. Does he overreach, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the big horses do, don't they? Right, mate, what do you think of all this? Right then, that was a bit unrequested, wasn't it? Right then, good lad. Good lad. Yeah, we'll get that poo out so I don't go splashing in it. Now, can you see? Now, I'm going to bump you a little bit here to back you
Watch
off,
his
mate.
head on there. His head's really high on there, isn't it?
Right, what's happening is he's very much leaning in. You see his front end here, leaning right in on me. Yeah. So I just want him to Watch your head, but you're going to have to go back a little bit for me. The reason I'm doing this is because we need him to respect, for safety reasons, really respect your space. So again there, I need that stick now. If he doesn't respect our space, come on, this is just a boinging stick. It's not going to hurt, and it's got a rubber end. Right, if he's coming in on me, which there, so I want him to think about staying back from me. I'm going to try and explain to him that my circle, he don't go coming into it unless I invite him. So important around that trailer because he will hurt someone if he thinks he can just blast through. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? And like I say, a lot of that comes from what we do. We don't realise we're doing it, but we do. So, would you say he's kind of not so front now? It will show it on the video. He's kind of, look, he's not quite as in my space. Would you agree? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I'm going to disengage his hindquarters a little bit. Yeah, now he's going to want to come to me. Now I want him to back off again. There, he backed off. So I backed off. I tell him how good he is. I'm going to be as kind as I can be, but he cannot. I'll give him that. So when I first came in here 5 minutes ago, he would have been on me. Yeah. This is what you've got to be aware of. He has to respect you, else he's not going to do anything. And you said to me he bolted off with you not that long ago. You couldn't stop him. That is all part of this whole thing. You know, getting a bit, what's it here, wanting to get out, panicking out the trailer, getting lost and you not being able to stop him. It's all a part of it. He needs to respect. All riding is leading them, but from the back. It's altitude. That makes sense. It's altitude. So, now would you say there's a different look there?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Stop. Tell him how good he is. Now see if I can back him up. Now I didn't even have to use the stick. You know, I looked at his feet. He says, "I get you." But what you do one side, you do the other. So I want to disengage him the other side, and then we'll get to lowering his head a little bit. Yeah. Stop. Back up. And that foot, thank you. How about that, mate? How about that, kiddo? And you're going to be an eventer one day, aren't you? Huh? Look at that. Right, so now we'll lower his head. Tell him how good he is. And you're big. You's big, aren't you? Have you ever lowered his head? It's something I would do quite a bit with him, so he can experience real quiet with you. It's something I don't encourage in the trailer because a lot of people have bars. You've got a bar, but a lot of those Eiffel Williams, if you encourage it too much in a trailer, you're in a wreck when they put their heads down. Because if they go down and under it, that's why loading, a lot of unsafe loading horses with trailers, I say you're safer to send them in. And it's, a lot of horses will prefer to be sent in a trailer than follow someone in when they're frightened because they know they're going to hurt us if they panic, you know. So I find it safer for everyone to send them in. Problem is when you send them in, if they ever go down with their head under the bar, it's happened to me in the past, I've seen it happen, they panic then to get out, but they're under the bar. So you know the clips, you take them out, click it in, but the clips come out, the safety, so that if they ever go in, it knocks it up. It's got to be something. Right, so we'll try and lower his head here. So I'm basically, people have seen me doing this a million times, I'm squeezing a little bit here, and I've got a bit of pressure here, and I'm looking for just a little, he thinks, oh, right, so now I don't know if you saw it, it was ½ inch. So I'm going to tell him that's what I wanted. He was leaning forward there, so I've just said, no, don't lean on me, don't lean forward. Don't lean forward. So we'll go again. Really important with a big horse to get this head lowering, not only for the reason I've said about being quiet around you and helping them with situations where they're upset and a little bit lost, but also for bridling. And all of those things, it should be one touch and he comes down for you. That's what it should be.
He has thrown his head up in the air when I've tried to put his bridle on.
Yeah, well, I would start with, first of all, getting him down, and then getting him down and putting your finger in his mouth while he's down by your knee, and take your finger out when he goes loose with his mouth. So this I would do a lot with a horse that can be a little bit edgy, lost, a little bit lost now and again. So I'm a bit of pressure here, side to side, and just take it off immediately. And you pick your spots for kneeling down with a horse, because he could, in a situation where something behind frightened him, but there's nothing behind him now. So
Just the nose coming through the wall.
now he come forward there. So I'm going to say there's nothing in it for you to come forward. Stay there, come down. So he's already getting this really quickly, okay? Which will equate to all of your bridling. Tell him how good he is. Be soft and gentle, but as firm as necessary with the space. He's not coming in on me now. Tell him how good he is. Down again. That's it. And that's where your bridling starts, okay? So, I would say you're a good one, aren't you? You're a good one. You're a good one. You see how he's leaning back rather now he's leaning forward on me. You could spend ages in here getting that. What I'm doing, I'm showing you the little things. Just to make it easier, guys, if you watch him here, you can see his whole frame is starting to move towards me and actually weight his front end up. So he's kind of moving his neck and his head there towards me, weighting it up, and then I catch onto that there straight away and then moving back onto the other foot. Because if we allow him to do that, it might not seem anything to us, but it means an awful lot to a horse.
Artie.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? When I came in here, and you'll see it on the video, he was mentally on top of me. He was on top of me. Now, he's not as. So, you okay with those things I showed you there? Okay. Well, let's go to the trailer. One last thing. All right, so he's backed up there quite nicely. I need a cue for forward motion at the trailer, okay? If he's got a history of bad trailing, he's probably been whacked on the arse quite a few times, I would have said. The whole thing doesn't seem great for him. But you know where you have your legs for forward? Here. So that's the cue I use, okay? So right where your legs are. Right, so he thought forward. His weight went forward. So that's a start, okay? I want these legs to go forward. There, did you see his leg go forward? So I waited for him to work out. So that's beautiful, he's backing up beautiful there. Tell him how good he is. Right, now you thought forward, didn't you? Did you see him think forward at one ask? Took 3 times. Took 3 times. And now he's saying, oh, that's just forward. That's just forward. How's your head lowering going? Did you get that? All right. So your mummy's going to have to do lots of that, isn't she? Lots of that. Lots of that. So you see how I'm just going side to side with a bit of pressure? If he goes up with his head, the pressure doesn't go away. The pressure only goes away when he thinks of this neck dropping. Okay. Okay. Not towards me. Right, now. So he's got that, or he's starting to get that. So that's something you can practice, you see.
Look, you've got a...
Hey, mate. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Right, so now then, not towards me, not towards me, there. So I'm going to keep doing this because I want it to be a bit lighter than this for the trailer. Okay, tell him how good he is. There. Keep on doing this. And this is something you can practice. Forward motion from where your legs are. Not forward motion from his back, all right? So, that's it. So you see I'm building that. And you can do that both sides. Play around with that. Tell him how good it is. Right, okay. So, I'll have the safety tie. The all important safety tie on here. I'm going to give it you back because the first time I go in, I'm not going to tie him. Mate. Hey, mate. Right. Now, depending on what we get when we're in there, that's when we have to discuss everything, okay? A program where it may be more fitting for him. Right, okay. Let's take him in. Now he's blowing a bit now the ramp's down, so we'll just walk him around a bit here. And my plan is to take him in and bring him off a few times first. If we can get as far as that. Oh, that's come off now, so put that one on for now because the wind must have blown that. Put it in front of this trailer, disengaging him, looking at his feet, getting a little bit of respect, a little bit of backing up. Yeah, he backs up quite nicely for you, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. Right. So, I want someone in the back. Do you want to go in the back now? You can push that to get out if you need to. And you'll just rub on him when we're in there. Okay. So, boy. Come on. If you give him the lick. Okay, well we'll start off with that. If he wants to come out, it can come out. I'm going to bring him out now. Come on. Hey. So now I'm going to go back to something that's quite demanding for him. You know, he's disengaging here, moving around, stopping him, backing him up. We'll go the other way. Now, what he's quite reluctant to do is push his hindquarters into that corner. So, that means what you would be working on, you need to work on hindquarters to his right. Think about what I'm saying, hindquarters to his right. Because when he's in there, you need this hindquarters to go over, okay? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this. In fact, I'll hold him here. So. There. Rub him with it. Hindquarters over. Now there, he just nipped at me a little bit. So there must have been nothing in it for him. He just nipped at my arm for asking him to go around with his hindquarters. Right, okay. Do that another couple of times. Stop. Tell him how good he is. See if we can lower that head a little bit here. Yes, a bit more. Bit more. There's a cat there, is that all right?
Yeah,
he's not bothered by the cat?
No, he's not bothered by the cat.
So hindquarters. Okay. Oh, the cat needs to come out of there, I think. We're going to have a squish cat.
Meow meow.
Okay, right. So you go in there again now. Try and cover that up. Have we got something to cover that feed up until I get his hindquarters over? Some. coat, yeah? Take that off when I say, all right? Okay, so in you go. Come on. Don't give him yet. Come on. Up. Back. Come on.
Whoa. Oh, leg. Oh.
Now guys, it happens to us all. He straightened his frame, he said, I'm out of here, and he bolted off. Now when he straightened his frame up there's no way. I tried there just a little bit, then realised I was heading really quickly to the end of that old building there, and I actually smacked into it with my wrist there. I was lucky actually, I let go at the last minute, and then he fortunately he went straight up to his stables. But yeah, there, look, I smashed into the building. Now a lot of people have said it should have had Benny Hill music, so I'll see if I can get away with it with copyright with a little clip of that. Good boy. Is someone there? Now right there and then he went to bolt. His ears, everything, went to bolt, but I was ready for that time, and I managed to check him and then release him as soon as he looked to the trailer. But that was another bolt right there that I managed to offset, thankfully. Pass me my stick tan actually. That's not. Not down there. Not down there. That's not going to do it for you. Not there. See, there's a major difference here, guys, a major difference to the way that this horse would have been trailered. It was ours with all lunge lines behind. That's forcing the issue. I am giving him time. Every time he makes the right choice, I'm giving him time. And that's what the difference is here. That's why he's kind of loading himself here. There you go. There you go. Right, we can take that thing off now. The coat thing, yeah? What can we put across there to stop him?
The only thing I can think of is put a car there, because we have a car that we put there.
Oh, you mean a crossways?
Yeah.
Good thinking. Let's put him, see if I can get him in again like that. Yeah, okay. Come on. Good boy. Good lad. Good lad. See? That's okay, isn't it? Right. Okay, we'll put him. If you can, someone can. Tell you what, you hold him. You hold him.
Yeah, it's a shame there's no way.
Put that a bit higher there.
We could always move the water.
Okay, same thing again now. You go in there. And just rub on him. Rub on him.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to bring him out again. And we're going to look down and try and bring him out real slow. Great! You just gave us some real exciting stuff for our video. Huh? Didn't you? Real exciting. Come on. Okay, so think of that then. Where's the end there? Right, if you hold him, just hold that, rub on him. Oh, I've got the thing there, look. I've got the thing there. Right, rub on him. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, rub, rub him. Right, yeah. Yeah, just rub on him. Now if he breaks through this, then, you know, you can get out if you need to, don't you? That is another major part of this whole job there. He thought bolt out, and I managed to block him with my boinging stick there. I blocked his thoughts, didn't hurt him, just blocked him. He hasn't been blocked. And that was an amazing part of this video. That's where he respected my space enough to not push through me. I'd built a little bit of respect of my space there and leadership. All right, don't have to look in his eyes. Okay, keep his direction that way. Okay. And let him have that. Tell him how good he is. Yeah, just rub on him. This is good. Is it any better? Are we going to bring him out? We're going to bring him out now. When I say, you're going to give me him when I say, all right? Don't be nervous. It's just like any other day with him. All right? Just like any other day with him. Give me that. All right, now we're going to come out. Right, we're going to let him think about that now. We put him in his stable for about a quarter of an hour, all right? It's all advance and retreat. You think we're getting somewhere? Okay, let's go and let's just put, he has to have a chill out now. So we've just had a lovely chat. Everything's calmed down. Everyone's feeling positive. We've just put some wet mash. What mash is it? His linseed mash. He loves that. We've put that in there. We're going to go and get him now. We're going to load him up. Apparently, the way he used to be loaded was with all lunge lines. It was a nightmare.
4 hours.
Any time I was asking him when he was resisting, I was feeling all of that. He's been there a million times. So what we're going to do, because there's history with Robbie.
Robbie?
Robin. and Tanya, that you have got a history with him. It could go before even getting out on the road with him.
Yeah.
It could go south. So I think what we're intending to do is get him in a few times now, or a couple of times, let him settle. Hopefully, he might get edgy and panic. We'll see what we've got. If I can get it that he's been in here a while, closed up, we bring him out slowly. We leave it at that, because mostly where a horse finishes something, and if it's a good note, it picks up on that note. If it's a bad note, it's usually worse. So if it's a good finish to it, so where you finish is where you start, I think he'll go in. But I suggest in maybe a week or two, whenever I can fit it in, I meet you down the bottom. So you've gone down this bumpy track. Find somewhere you think is good within walking distance. I'll come, and then we'll go down. Me and you will lead him down there.
Yeah.
I'll leave my car probably down there or something, and then we go down.
From Catherine's yard, can we?
Yeah.
Whatever you think, and then we'll load him up and then go.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's your risk. I have no idea. If you're willing to take the risk, then we'll do it. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Rather than leave you to do it when I'm gone, with the bit of history there, one thing goes wrong and he's going to panic out before you even got on the road. Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Would you feel better with that than having to?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah? Okay. So we'll go and get him now, and hopefully we can get back to where we were. Right, I need my stick. Where's my stick?
Oh,
What did I do with my stick?
anybody seen the stick?
So what I'm doing, just the same thing as before, a little bit of circling, a little bit of disengaging, getting him to listen again, moving his feet, releasing that one back. Okay. Now I asked there for okay, lovely job. So I'm just moving him around, moving his feet. And then we'll see now. Right, can you take that off me? Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just rub on him. Don't talk to him too much. Don't need to talk to him too much. But don't let his face come this way, that's it. Can you clip? Let's just shut these. That's it.
Loop onto the
We'll just hold him there, rub on him. Just rub on him for now. Right. That's it. That's it. Like it's nothing. Can you stand here? Just so, get out the way if need be, all right? Just rub on him. I'm going to come in. All right? And we just rub on him now. Good lad. All right, then let me clip that on there. So now he's clipped. Good. How's that? How's that? Oh, he likes that mash, doesn't he? Right. So how is he compared with before?
Yeah, when he has his feet, he's a lot happier. Yeah.
But is that any better than
he's
it?
definitely a lot.
Yeah. So we know we can load him. Now, what I'm going to do now, it might change. I'm going to shut this up. All right. Just rub on him. Rub on him there. Just rub on him like it's nothing. Now down. Let it down. That's good. I'm happy with that. That's just so we can get him in without a problem. Now we'll just rub on him like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Do you know what? I think we'll let him have his feed, and we know now we can load him. We don't want to overdo this. So we'll plan. Yeah, a rendezvous down there, and then come to mine. You happy with that? Right, if you can have that off me, okay. And that can. Oh no, somebody. Right, if you give it me. Lovely.
Lovely, yeah.
Look at that.
Boy.
That's what you wanted. Right, how much more we got in there now? It's up to you. Good man. Good. I'm going to get this ready for you. All right. I'm going to get this. What I did, look, I put it down and just put that over that so I can just grab it and clip on. All right. Right, we need your mum. He wants to go in.
Yeah.
This is what we want. Don't, you know, every other day, if this works now, you know, you've got a chance of feeding him in there every other day. Yeah. Closing it, back him up. Right, what you're going to do, you're going to take him around, you're going to stand here and then ask him to go. Just cluck him in, all right? And get his hindquarters over. Cluck him in, and look at his hindquarters. Yeah, now don't hold him too confining, you can move out the way now. Yeah, good girl. Just don't let his head come this way. You shut up, these. Just rub on him like it's nothing. Have you clipped on?
Yeah.
Good girl.
The yellow thing,
Yeah, now you do that. There you go. Just rub on him like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Don't even look in his eyes. That's it. You rub on him as well. Just rub on him. There you go. Okay. Right. Let's get this. Yes? Yeah, if you want. Don't. I wouldn't talk to him, you know. Just talk to each other. That's all I would do. Now I'm overdoing this to see whether there's a panic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be, does that? What do you think?
No.
Okay, so do you think you'll be able to decommission? Or do you want me to take him off the lap? So it's right, what you've got to do then is undo it all, right? And then you've got to, when you bring him out, crouch down and look at the trailer so he comes out slow, all right? So.
You want to clip the door?
Okay, and undo that. Right, I'm going to give you this now, and then you're going to crouch, turn around so you're safe, and crouch. Right, crouch down. Right, go and put him away then. Yeah, I can put him away now, because he didn't rush out, did he? So the choice is what we do. Do you want to have a think? That ended up good. All right, that's his last thought now.
Yeah,
he actually chilled out then, his head stopped moving. He kind of accepted then. Came out, probably not so good as me, but I'm this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and remember that and come out on the edge so you don't get pushed, if you don't, and come out slow like that if you can. So what you need to think about now, between you both, do you want to go with what I said, or do you want to feed him every other day in it and try, you can decide that. And to be honest, I'm not sure which is the best one.
No.
I'm not sure.
Don't know, do we?
I'm not sure myself.
Yeah.
That's me being honest.
I don't want to undo what you.
No, but this is where That's the choice. Look, we all have choices in life. Sometimes I don't know the best one there. You might find that was better than I thought it was going to be. I will tell you that what I've just witnessed there. Do you think that was good, Tom?
Yes.
So the only problem is if it goes south again, because I'm not around, then we have to do this again before we do that. That's your risk.
Robin, can you bring the
So
whole
you have a think. You don't have to tell me yet. Tomorrow's good enough. Message, ring, whatever. Say we have decided this. But whatever decision you make, we won't change it, right? Let's go with whatever you decide. If you want to keep doing this, because the ideal is what you thought. Feed them in there every other day. I wouldn't do it every day. Make sure it's not blowing a hoolie. You're better off leaving it 3 days if it's blowing a hoolie and spitting a rain. This is the perfect day for this, really. So when the weather's good, feed him in it. And make sure you feed him less the day before, so he wants that. And so if you did that maybe for a few weeks, so you could load your horse, close up, and him not panic, and come out with quality, that's when I meet you down there and you drive to mine. The other one is you don't do that, and we do that
Relatively quickly.
within a couple of weeks, hopefully, if we can. So you decide tonight where you want to go. I'm glad you did say, let's try. You wanted to try.
I wanted to
Gives
see
you a
it
choice
and
now.
try it.
That was better than I thought it would be with you then, to be honest. The only thing you did, you came this side. Try and come this side, because this is a new feel for him this side, because we lead them on the other side, and he's kind of coming down slowly like this. He kind of come a bit quick. So you're safer. You with me? Look, you've took it off, or your mum's handed you that. You're already here. You went. So here, look, and then just nice and loose, come out. It's more about how they leave than how they go on. This is where we miss.
Good feelings coming off rather than
Yes,
panic.
yes. So that's more important. The last few seconds of this, just like a date. It's the last couple of seconds, isn't it? Forgive me. But that's, so I've talked enough. Shall we call it at that? And you decide how you want to go. I think your horse done great, but you have inherited, he is not an easy horse. And if you'll learn a lot from him for the future horses, because you're such a baby, really. You're going to have a lot of horses in your life, you know. Learn from them. Give me some of his qualities. What do you like about him?
He seems quite sweet.
He's a sweet horse.
Yeah, he's quite sweet.
Is he comfortable to ride?
He is actually. I like his long stride.
Wow.
I like a long
And he's
stride.
got a jump.
Yeah, he's got quite
Yeah.
a jump, so, yeah.
So there's some great things about him.
And he's got a nice horsenality.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Okay, right, we're going to let you
Stick.
tidy all up. Okay, that's it then. I'm in one piece, Tanya. Yeah. So that's how we ended that session. I was there for quite a long time. We've had a chat since. A decision's been made for me to go. It's all booked in, I think, for 2 weeks' time. For me to go, the trailer will be exactly where it is now. I will pick up a little bit of groundwork, which in all fairness, they're going to be doing groundwork, and they're going to watch this video, and then they've got a couple of weeks to do lots of bits then. But they won't be traveling that horse in the trailer. I will go. I will help load up again. We'll get exactly to where we are now, and then we're going to move the trailer down the bottom of that bumpy lane. There's no way I'm taking a horse down that lane like that, especially one that's, God, it's warm. I can almost get the sun tan in here. I've had to move around. Then we walk him down, we load him up, and we go. And then there's a good hour or more then to get back to my house here. We'll unload him when he's quiet, hopefully. We want him to be quiet to be unloaded. So if he's kicking off a little bit, I'll judge whether we have to get him out or not. All a balancing act to keep everything safe, including the horse. So, and then I'll reload him, and hopefully then they can take him back. And then I'll ask them then, if all that goes well, to feed him in the trailer themselves every other day, that kind of thing. So yeah, look forward to part 2. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. So that's it, guys. If you can, like, share, comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That really helps with our channel. And yeah, just heard that Charlotte now is in the coach. They flew to Tenerife. The what? She's just arrived at the hotel. Tanya's tracking her on the tracking system. So Charlotte's flown there. It's a 4-hour flight to Tenerife with Dan and the 2 kids. So they're just arrived at the hotel. I hope they have a great week. And I'll be going back up in a couple of hours to check on her horses again. And so yeah, last thing, Billericay is only a couple of weeks away. There's a little section they've got now extra. So we've got another 25 seats. Well, you have to bring a chair, 25 space, 25 more. Let's get that filled for us. Great venue, Billericay. Check on the page and happy trails. And I'm off. Ciao for now.